Here we're going to take a look at complex number division. Take this example. There is no direct procedure for complex number division. So what you have to do is turn the problem into something that's an easier division problem to do. I'll show you how to do that here. The key concept here is that we're going to multiply by 1. That may sound strange, but it's worth pointing out that multiplying by 1 doesn't change the value of anything. So I can certainly multiply this problem by 1 without changing it. I'm not going to multiply by that version of 1. Rather, I'm going to multiply by this version of 1. And while that may seem like a strange choice, here's something they discovered centuries ago. If they chose their 1 multiplier in such a way that the denominators were conjugates of each other, that means opposite middle signs, then they would have turned this division problem into an easier division problem. Watch and you'll see. If we multiply out the denominators, as you would when you multiply fractions straight across the tops and straight across the bottoms, then using FOIL you would get this. Remember that I squared is a real number, it's -1. Since we're subtracting I squared, that's the same as adding 1. Notice also that the imaginary terms cancel out, and this leaves us with 17, basically just a real denominator. And so that's what our denominator works out to. It's worth pointing out, whenever you multiply a complex number by its conjugate, you get a real number, in this case 17. Now, as far as multiplying the numerators go, we also have to use FOIL on that. I will not show any great detail here, but hit pause and take a look if you like. That's what our numerator works out to. And now you'll notice, after having multiplied by the appropriate 1, we still have a division problem. We haven't done that yet. But this division problem is easier than the one at the top because the denominator is real. When the denominator is real, it's practical to split that denominator into 2 separate fractions. And now we can simply reduce these fractions and we will have completed the division and therefore completed the problem. 34 divided by 17 is 2. 51 divided by 17 is 3. And so the final answer here is 2 plus 3i.